Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Teenage Knight, and I am finally back with some more Riker Sterling. This will be week 3 of his sophomore season. I think it's been over a week since I posted week 2, and I do apologize for that. If you don't know the reason behind that, go watch the most recent channel update on my channel, and it will explain why there's been such a large gap in between episodes. But I did go ahead and buy a skill upgrade. We went ahead and got just like this, which added, I think, +2 or 3 to carrying and +2 to agility. So that's what we got there. And then who is number 1? Because I forgot. We can go and look at some of this stuff, even though the end of the last episode covered some of it. Notre Dame, Florida State, USC, Oklahoma, Texas. Okay, so I just want to look at the top 5. So as long as Texas can keep winning, we should be in a pretty good spot to maybe jump into the top 2 if we beat them. Heisman Watch. Let's go on the Heisman Watch. Okay, we are still leading the Heisman Watch. Royce Freeman is right below us, followed by Justin Thomas, Terry and Folston, and Anu Solomon. Hopefully I said his name right. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this game against Tennessee. And who are they predicting to win this game? Honestly. Okay, it's still us. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into this game now. Okay, so they'll be getting the ball first, and we'll see if our defense can hold them, and then we will take the field. And they drive right downfield in our defense and score. Okay, down 7-0. Okay, Riker, let's come out and get a touchdown on our first drive. Set the tone for the rest of the day. Pierre in the backfield in shotgun. Who's on the outside? Westbrook and Baxter. And it's Jeffrey Mead in that slant over the middle. And I'm thinking that's where I need to go. And nope. Alright. Alright, never mind. He dropped it. Okay. I was thinking we were going to get picked, and then he caught it, and then he got hit and couldn't hold on to it. And sorry if my voice sounds a little bit different. Like I said in the channel update, I'm still trying to get over being sick a little bit. It was better, and then I got sick again. So, I just got a little bit of a sore throat, so if it sounds weird, I'm sorry. But on 2nd and 10, where are we going to go with this? Alright, I don't see anyone open. I'm taking off. And juke out those guys. Wow, we got popped. 9-yard gain. Sets up 3rd and 1. Can we just give it to Samaje here? I feel like that's the best option. Oh, nope, just a bunch of option plays. Okay. I think running with Samaje right up the middle would have been the best available play, but I guess we're going to do this. And it's a pitch play. We're going to keep it ourselves and get to the outside, get the first down, and go down after a 9-yard gain. So what do we have now? Like 2 carries for 18 yards? We're just not going to run it with Samaje at all today. Just Riker's going to be our running game again. All right, 1st and 10 in shotgun, and I was looking to go deep there, but right there over the middle, wide open D.D. Westbrook will work. And that's a first down, 24-yard gain. And I guess my TV's on mute, which I don't want it to be because then I seriously can't hear anything. So I'm going to turn up a little bit. Sorry if you hear me moving around. I like to be able to hear some stuff whenever I'm recording. Otherwise, it's just like a dead quiet room. But, alright. You know what? I am so sick of running that play. We run that play so much, and it works maybe like 10% of the time. And right there, I held on to the ball too long. That was 100% my fault. But that play hardly ever works. But 2nd and 17, roll it to the right side, and there is nobody on this side of the field. Yeah, just throw that one away. There was nowhere we could go with that. I probably ran to the wrong side, but still. Alright, that sets up 3rd and 17. We need this first down. I want to tie this game up on this possession. So on 3rd and 17 out of shotgun. Alright, they blitzed the corner. We're going there. I should have went to the other side. I was hoping Andrews would break for the ball, but never mind. Okay, defense, you're going to need to not let them score here. And that's exactly what you do. Okay, 14-0 first quarter. Not a good sign. But 1st and 10, Samaje Perine in the backfield. We're going to run a read option. Just give it to Samaje. And not very good blocking. Gets about a 5-yard gain. Only because Samaje can break tackles. So now 2nd and 5. Who's going deep over there? Is that Westbrook? I can now hot route at home at least. I remember that. So we're going to audible that to a slant route, and we're going to roll it to the right side. And throw on the run right there. Wide open driver's right. We actually had like 2 receivers wide open. Baxter, is anybody going to catch him? I don't think so. I think Baxter's gone. Touchdown Sooners. 66-yard touchdown pass. Okay. Makes it a 1-possession game now. 2 of 5, 90 yards. That sounds realistic. Kind of happy audible to that slant route. But I had 2 wide open receivers because I think Jeffrey Mead was wide open as well. But obviously Baxter was the correct decision. And our defense held, so now we get the ball back. We're only down by 7. We have a chance to tie it up. 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, though. So I doubt we're going to tie it up before the end of the first. So on 1st and 10, roll it to the left side. We got to find somebody open. I'm just going to take off. And, all right, we stepped out of bounds, 8-yard gain. That's how we break that tackle, but we couldn't stay in bounds. All right, so now outside the second quarter. Sorry about the few seconds of dead silence. I was checking a text message to make sure it was nothing important. But 2nd and 2, we're going to run it with Samaje to the outside and hopefully get this first down. Go, Samaje, go. Go, Samaje, go. All right, good. He's got the first. What the heck? He got, like, shot backwards. I was about to say, if they, like, count that as a loss, I was going to be super ticked off because the game glitched and, like, sent him backwards like 5 yards. 1st and 10, Micaiah Quick. Kind of like that route. We'll have to see if it actually gets open. And it does. Micaiah Quick's open. Oh, what the heck? Okay, never mind. I guess that's where I wanted to put it, Riker. Guess that's exactly where I wanted to put it. I'm going to actually show you guys where I wanted this ball to go. Where in the world? Okay. So I could have gone to circle. And I, once again, predetermined where I was going to go. But look at this. He had separation on everybody. But I guess the pass led him upfield. I wanted it to go... yeah, can I get the circle thing? Yeah. I wanted it to go, like, in this area. Because that would have been pretty much a guaranteed, like, 20-yard gain. But he led him upfield, and that allowed the safety to make a play on it. I guess I might have been holding... Because if you hold the left stick, it'll, like, do directional passing. And I guess I might have clicked that. I don't know. Just a dumb throw. But 1st and 10. We've already thrown 2 picks today. Not a good start. Down by 14 now because our defense couldn't hold them that time. Can't really get too mad at them. And right there, I don't find anyone open and get sacked. This is what happens whenever I don't play for a week. I come back and I'm a little bit rusty. 2nd and 18. And this was not the team to be rusty against. In shotgun, there's the snap. And what the heck? Why is nobody getting open? Whatever, I'm taking off. 9-yard gain sets up 3rd and 9. I think we need to score on this drive. Because if we don't, and then our defense lets up another touchdown, we are going to be in a really bad situation. 3rd and 9. And I'll take that route right there. Caught by Jeffrey Mead. 1st down, 13-yard gain. I was waiting to see what decision that corner would make. Because had that corner decided to guard Mead, Westbrook was going to have a touchdown. But 1st and 10. And do I want to send that guy on a slant again? Yeah, we're going to send DD on a slant again. Because I think this is exactly what I did earlier. And this time they seem to be a little bit more prepared for it, so we're going to take off again. And we're going to get the 1st down. And down to the 40. Okay, 17-yard gain. That play worked a little bit better that time. We've already ran the ball 7 times. Because nobody seems to be able to get open. We're also 3 of 7 with 2 interceptions, so maybe I'm just scared to throw the ball at this point. 1st and 10, there's the snap, and come on, somebody get open. Like, if you stop your route and they're just standing right beside you, move around. Normally the CPU will. Like, if he stops his route and he's not open, he'll continue to run. Like, and he'll run a random route and try to get open. That time, Westbrook just stood there, though. 2nd and 13, right there over the middle. Caught by Jeffrey Mead inside the 20-yard line. A 25-yard gain on the play. Okay, we're still in this. We may be down by 2 touchdowns, but 1, it's only the 2nd quarter. And 2, we are very close to scoring. So we're still obviously in this. I just need to not throw any picks down here. And right there, wide open, Micaiah Quick. But he came back for the ball, and that's going to get him a 2-yard gain. Had he stood there and caught the ball, he could have turned and probably ran for a 1st down. And I complain about that glitch way too much. I should be used to it by now. 2nd and 8, and that's Jeffrey Mead going to the end zone. Why is Westbrook not in here? Oh, well, doesn't matter. All right, and I tried to run, but got horse-collared tackled. Why is that not a penalty in this game? Is it really that hard to, like, make that a penalty? Like, make that animation a penalty? Because face mask has an animation. Every other penalty has an animation, but they can horse-collar you all you want. All right, 3rd and 12, right there over the middle. That's touchdown. Touchdown, Micaiah Quick. 19-yard touchdown pass. Okay. Now we're at 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I just got to take care of the ball. I don't even remember. Did I throw a pick last week? Because I know last season I threw a ton. And I said I was going to cut down. And our first real, like, challenge of an opponent, I've already thrown 2 in the 1st half. But 1st and 10, our defense did hold them, so it's still a 7-point game. And, oh, man, I should have made that pass right there. Whatever, Mead. Okay, he was standing wide open, came back for the ball, and got no gain. Once again, I complain about that glitch too much, but it's a stupid glitch. They shouldn't want to run back for the ball. All right, 2nd and 10, and who's going deep here? I don't even know who that is, but right there, we're going to lob it over the middle. That's Samaje, but he couldn't catch it. Okay. All right. I mean, I was rolling out to the right side, threw off my back foot. It wasn't the greatest decision, but I thought he should catch that. 3rd and 10 in shotgun. We're running this play again, and it just got us a touchdown. And Micaiah quick down to the 50-yard line. Or 47, whatever. Doesn't matter. I've never actually seen that. This looks like the normal play, but it's flipped. Because there's a play where X runs that route instead of triangle. I've never seen that show up in the playbook. And please, yeah, we're just going to take off again. Break that tackle, still going. And down for a 7-yard gain, sets up 2nd and 3. And we're under a minute to go in the half. We're going to run no huddle. Because I didn't realize that we were that far into the half. Oh, he called a timeout. Never mind. So clock stopped running. Please don't burn our last timeout. I didn't realize we were that close to the end of the half. 2nd and 3. And throw on the run right there. Caught by Samaje, but he came back, so he's not going to get the first down. Run no huddle. And can I even, let's say, can I call an extra play? Okay, 3rd and 3. We have 35 seconds. We've already burned off 15 seconds since the timeout. We need to at least get into field goal range here. And, yeah, just dump that off to Samaje, and he's not even going to get the first. Run no huddle. We're going to risk this. We are going to risk, yeah, we're going to run deep attack again. We're going to risk this. 4th and 1, we need to get into field goal range. And I'm trying to scramble around and find somebody open, but it's not working. And I tried to throw on the run, and it didn't work. Turnover on downs. We're going to go into halftime down by 7. What? How did they get a field goal? They had 9 seconds. Okay, whatever. We're down by 10, I guess, at halftime. But 1st and 10, here's the snap. We've got to score on this drive because I don't like being down by 10 in the second half. Heave that. That's going to be a jump ball. Holy crap, he caught that. 62-yard gain. I thought that was just going to fall incomplete or get picked off. But Jarvis Baxter comes up with the catch. Okay. I thought it was going to be a jump ball. I guess Baxter had him beat. I want to go back and look at that replay. Did Baxter actually have him beat on that play? Because honestly, that was just a dumb throw. I shouldn't have done that. But I want to see if Baxter actually had him beat. Because I threw it right there. He has him beat by about a yard. And then the defender could have probably tipped that away, but tried to go for the pick. I mean, your mistake. I'll take it, though. Down to the 13. Score quickly at the beginning of this half. That'd be nice. And we're going to run a read option, and we are going to keep it because they went after Samaje. Come on, get to the edge, Riker. Get to the edge, stiff arm, and down at the 1. 12-yard gain. 1st and goal. We have 11 carries for 49 yards. Yeah, just give it to Samaje. Let him get into the end zone. I'll take a 3-point deficit, definitely. For right now, at least. So, 1st and goal. Hand off to Samaje up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Makes it 21-24. As long as, I about said Henry, who was an old Eagles kicker, as long as Seibert can make the kick. All right, he does. So, it's 21-24, and our defense holds. So, we have a chance to take the lead on this possession. That would be nice, obviously. Be our first lead of the day. 1st and 10 out of shotgun. There's the snap. And roll it to the right side. Holy crap. Please get away from me. How can that defensive end keep up with me? Or is he a linebacker? I don't know. I know I have like 80-something speed, though. He shouldn't be able to keep up with me. It's stupid. 2nd and 20. In pistol. There's the snap. Now, okay, never mind. I can't make the throw. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. I thought I could roll out to the right side and try to buy some time. And I ran right into a lineman. Tried to throw it away, and Riker just held on to it. So now it's 3rd and 35. If we get this first down, I would be seriously surprised. Right there down the right side of the field. Come on, get there, get there, get there, get there. Holy crap, we got it. A 53-yard gain to Jarvis Baxter. Okay, Baxter's coming up huge this half. I have no idea how we got that. It was a diving catch, too. I nearly overthrew him. Okay, so we've had 2 drives in a row where Baxter has had to pretty much bail me out of a dumb throw. 1st and 10, P. Ryan in shotgun, or in the backfield with shotgun, whatever. Roll out to the right, or left side. I bounced to the right side, and we just, It's so frustrating when you can't get time. Because I've got to have some of these routes developed, because I want to go deeper downfield, but either they're blitzing a ton or my linemen just aren't blocking that well today. Except on plays like this where I have a wide open gap to this side. And yeah, the safety stands no chance. Sterling down to the 1, fighting it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners, and we have the lead. A 30-yard touchdown run from the quarterback. I'm telling you, running in this Road to Glory mode is kind of overpowered. That poor safety stood no chance, though. All right, 27-24. And our defense can't hold them, 31-28. So if we win this, I have a feeling we're going to have to go into a shootout. 1st and 10. Read option. And go to the outside. Come on, hold your block, hold your block. Holy crap. Baxter actually held his block. Get away from me. Breaking tackles all the way down to the 25-yard line. That was a pretty impressive play. How many rushing yards do we have now? I can't believe Baxter held his block that long. Look at that. I've never had a receiver hold their block that long. We now have 98 rushing yards. 1st and 10. Who's on the outside? That's Baxter. Baxter's playing huge this half. He had that big block and then he had 2 impressive catches. Let's reward him right here. Never mind. That was freaking stupid. I didn't see the safety. God, why am I playing so bad today? Like, I honestly have no idea. Like, I don't feel like I'm normally this bad at the game. But I've just made... all 3 interceptions have just been stupid decisions. 1st and 10. Roll out to the right side. And a wide open guy right there. Jeffrey Mead, 1st down. Well, he was wide open. I kind of underthrew that, but at least he made the catch, so that's good. All right, let's get into the end zone and make this a 3-point game again. Our defense is going to need to hold them a little bit more, though. They've already let up 38 points. Okay, to the outside, caught by Baxter. He's got the 1st down, 12-yard gain. Let's run no huddle because I'm tired of burning clock. Baxter has 4 catches for 193 yards. Can we please run no huddle like I said? I guess not. I'm sitting there holding triangle, and it's saying, no, you are not allowed to run no huddle. We're going to send Westbrook deep because they've only got 1 safety back, so he's going to have to make a decision. And, all right, we're going to go deep to Westbrook. Please make that catch. Dang it. Well, at least it was only an incomplete pass. At least it was only an incomplete pass. It wasn't picked off. That was very risky, but I felt like we needed to. I felt like we had a good chance there. 2nd and 10. Snap, and I can't run. I have like 100 rushing yards, but I can't run out of the pocket. All right, we're heading to the 4th quarter, down by 10. It's getting kind of nerve-wracking here. I mean, we lost a game last season and still had a chance to go to the championship at the end. But obviously, your best chance would be undefeated. And please get that throw off. P. Ryan, why would you even make that catch? Like, seriously. He caught that and we lost yards. He should have just let that hit the ground because then it would have been 3rd and, what, 14? And the clock wouldn't be running? That was just a dumb decision by P. Ryan. Right there over the middle. 1st down to Mekhi Quick, though. Thank God that 4 verticals plays is really overpowered. And no one get mad at me. That's what they're calling. 1st and 10. And Mekhi Quick has 4 catches for 71 yards. That might be his best day in this series. 1st and 10, send P. Ryan in motion. And come on, seriously, nobody's going to get open. 2nd and 16. I think I saw someone break open at the last second there, but I was more worried about trying to get away from the sack. Okay, come on, line. You guys got to do a little bit better today. And right there. Come on, make that catch, DD. Inside the 5-yard line. Okay, I was about to say, he might break that tackle. I was going to say into the end zone, but... Can we just give it to Samaje here? Why do we run like pass plays inside the 5-yard line? Why can't we just give it to our big power back and let him run through people for a 6? Right there in the end zone. Our receivers ran into each other. Are you kidding me? This is how unorganized we are today. Our receivers are hitting each other. Run the read option. Feel like we'll get into the end zone. And I'm reading that end. So what's that end going to do? That end is going to go after P. Ryan. So we are going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. 3-point game. Now defense. You have to hold to give us a chance. The defense needs to hold to give us a chance. Wait, Sanders is... Who in the world is Sanders? Why is Seibert not our kicker? Whatever. Okay, incomplete pass from Dobbs. 6-yard run from Dobbs. So that makes it 3rd and 4. They get an 11-yard gain. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 9. And the pass is dropped. So now they'll punt it away. And we get the ball at our 19-yard line. So we have a chance to win the game here. -3 really dumb throws. We'll see if we can do it. 1st and 10. Roll out to the right side. Somebody get open, please. Somebody get open, please. Right there. Lob it over the middle. Ah. Either this secondary is really good or the D-line is really... I guess this defense might be really good, but... Because I just said the defense... I said the line and the secondary might be good. So I guess that would be the entire defense. And on 2nd and 10, juke out to the outside. Okay, that read option has worked too well today. Down the sideline, still going across the 30. Are they going to catch me? 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Riker Sterling. An 81-yard touchdown run. And we have the lead now. Now, defense. It's up to you. Is that the longest touchdown run? Because, like, for some reason in this game, the longest touchdown run is 80 yards. Let's go watch that again. How in the world did that even work? Was that, like, the key point in that? Okay, we can't even go back to the start. I was going to say, like, is the key point in that the juke to the outside? Because we killed those 2 defenders. And Sanders made the extra point. Okay, now defense. Drop by Smith. 15 yards. Okay. 8 yards, 2nd and 2. All right, that makes it 3rd and 2. Let's watch this play. Let's see if we can get the ball back here. Please, defense. Get to the quarterback. Sack him. Get us the ball so we can run down the clock. Dobbs goes to the outside. He has the 1st down. Dang it. All right, we'll skip the next few plays. Okay, never mind. They're going to run no huddle, so I guess we're going to keep going. Malone has 8 catches for 133 yards and 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10. And now my dog's crying. God dang it. Every time I try to record. And he goes out of bounds. 2nd and 10. If you guys can hear that, I seriously apologize. Hopefully it'll go away soon. I mean, once I'm done recording this, I'll go, make sure that it's okay. Probably just has to go to the bathroom. God dang it, stop crying. 2nd and 10, in shotgun. Dobbs takes a snap, handoff to Hurd to the outside. No, come on, get him. 3rd and 1, 9-yard gain. Okay, so hopefully that is now taken care of. Why is the Army logo for the resume game? But let's go ahead and jump back in. They were setting up 1st and 10, right? Okay, Dobbs under center. Defense, please don't let them get into the end zone. 1st and 10. Dobbs in pistol. Or is that like... That's a weird looking formation. I've actually never seen that. Dobbs goes downfield and... Oh my god, I thought that was picked. I thought Hatari Bird had picked that off. Let's watch the next play. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go in the game. Look at that. Dobbs is thrown for almost 500 yards and like 5 touchdowns. Secondary, y'all are trash today. In shotgun, Dobbs goes to the outside. Got a man open, but he's going to be brought down way before the 1st down. 3rd and 7. And they have to get a touchdown. Field goal's not going to help them at all, obviously. 3rd and 7. Dobbs in shotgun. And who was on the outside? I don't know. But 3rd and 7. Here we go. Goes over the middle, and they got the 1st. Kamara. Okay, 1st and 10 from about the 10-yard line. Please, defense, come up with a stop. Don't give me the ball back with like 30 seconds to go. Up the middle, and he's got a decent gain, 7 yards. Sets up 2nd and 3, a minute and a half to go in the game. Please, defense, come up with a stop. Zach Sanchez has 7 tackles, doesn't matter. 2nd and 3. Dobbs takes snap, and he's going to run. Is he in? He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. God dang it, defense. So we have a minute, 15 seconds to get into the end zone. I know I've had 3 turnovers, but I feel like 42 points should be enough. Okay, 1st and 10, and I can't run. I literally cannot run. My right tackle cannot hold his block long enough for me to get out of the pocket. Because that one end has 4 sacks today. 2nd and 14, under a minute to go. We just need to get into field goal range. That's all I ask. We're going to go deep here. Why'd you underthrow that? Stop underthrowing passes, Sterling. You have like 99 throw power. I know you can get that pass farther downfield. How do I know that? Because Cannon had like 95 and I could make those throws. 3rd and 14. In shotgun. Roll out to the right side, please. Just get away from me. We're just going to take off. We need the 1st. And we're not going to get it. 11-yard gain. We're going to have to go for it. Okay, 4th and 4. Defense. I mean, not even defense. I guess offense. Whatever. We need this 1st. Roll out to the left side. Nope. We're just going to take off. We got the 1st. And slide. 35 seconds and we're near field goal range. I'd say we're about 15 yards away from it. I said at the beginning of this half, if we were going to win, it was probably going to be a shootout. 1st and 10. Meade on the outside. Westbrook going deep. I guess Meade's not on the outside. Meade was in the slot, but whatever. Yeah, just take off there. Get out of bounds. Oh, we fumbled. Great. But luckily it went out of bounds, so we're good. 30 seconds to go. We have one timeout. Why is Stoops burning timeouts? 2nd and 7. Right there over the middle. That's easily field goal range. Down inside the 20. And now the dog's barking. Are you kidding me? Really? They're probably barking at each other, but because we got 2 of them. But 1st and 10. And Sterling's in shotgun. Mead in the slot. No, we're not going to... no, we're not going to let the clock chew down at all. We're just going to keep going as fast as we can. Right to the left side. Get away from me. I need to run out of bounds. Okay, good. I broke that tackle. 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 9. And now they're crying again. We have 25 carries for 200 yards. What? I guess that 80-yard run definitely helped. We are a running back now. 2nd and 9. There's the snap. And I'd like to get into the end zone, but nobody's open. And Mixon's going to be brought down in bounds. We're going to burn our timeout at like 3 seconds and send the kicker out. Are we even... All right, we burn the timeout at 5. Please, Sanders, make this kick. It's about a 40-yard kick. We're going to have to go to OT. Kick is away, and it is... good. Okay, I thought he missed that for half a second. Now we're going to watch this kickoff. All right, okay, why are y'all... I don't know why Tennessee called a timeout before the kickoff. I guess they're trying to ice it. 2 seconds to go. As long as it's just a touchback, I'm fine. Actually, I'm not, because they can run one more offensive play. Defense, please. 45-45. It looks like we're going to overtime. Not the first time you guys are going to see us go into overtime with Tennessee. Probably first time in Norman, but still. 1st and 10, Dobbs. Please don't like... oh, no. Jesus Christ, that's a heave. Incomplete. Okay, looks like we're going to OT. Tied at 45. This is stupid. Defense, y'all got to do something different. I mean, I probably shouldn't turn the ball over 3 times, but still. We want defense first. So we want it, but we want defense first. And we're going to watch every single overtime play because that's normally what I do. So 1st and 10, Dobbs in shotgun. What's that, 5 wide? What the heck are they doing? They're going to go to the end zone immediately. Dobbs is going nowhere. Okay. Defense, just hold them to a field goal. Because if you hold them to a field goal and I can get into the end zone, that's game. We get out of here at 2-0. And we will hopefully keep our top 5 ranking. 2nd and 8, Dobbs in shotgun. He goes to the outside. That's, yeah, you're not getting the first down on that. 3rd and 4. Defense, please. Defense, we need this stop. That would be amazing. In shotgun, Dobbs takes the snap. Goes and gets the first. Defense, come on. It's like our defense is just non-existent today. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard, or from about the 15-yard line. Defense has to do something different. Dobbs is going to run, and he's got the first down. He may be into the end zone. He trucked through like 3 Sooners and is down at the 1. Okay, 1st and goal. Hopefully we don't throw a pick. That would suck. But 1st and goal. If he throws a pick, that'd be amazing. A pick 6 would be great. We wouldn't have to touch the field. Handoff to Hurd, and he's stopped at the 1. Was that Stryker that stopped him? Because he got held up by somebody, and I think Stryker came up and popped him. 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. We have to know that. I know they actually are going to throw the ball. Good thing I'm not the coach. But it got in a touchdown anyway. I guess Stoops not the same thing. Whichever Stoops is calling plays. Whether it be Mike or Bob. Okay, skip until we're on the field. And they did make their extra point. So now we have 25 yards to go. To try to send this game into a 2nd overtime. 1st and 10. Send Pirine in motion. And go to the outside. And yeah, we're just going to take off. We're going to continue our amazing running day. Inside the 10. No, we fumbled. That's game. Oh my God, we lost on a fumble. Well, I mean, it was a great running day. It was a great stat day for Sterling, minus 3 picks. Why is the dog still crying? I put you outside, you went to the bathroom, whatever. I cannot believe we fumbled that. We fumbled twice today, and the biggest one happened to lose us the game. I mean, Dobbs threw for 500 yards and had 7 total touchdowns. The defense let up 52 freaking points. Like, that... I understand the 3 turnovers is bad on my part. Dog needs to shut up. I understand the 3 turnovers is bad on my part. But the defense let up 52 points. That is ridiculous. And Tennessee isn't even the best offense we're going to face this season. And we were in Norman. So, I'm terrified to play Texas right now. Because we know the offense can put up points. We just dropped 45 on them. But 52 points from the defense. I guess we had 4 turnovers, actually. That'd be the correct number. Anyway, let's go ahead and go look at stats. Okay, before we look at these, I want to add also that we still have a chance to make the national championship. It's just having this loss is going to hurt us. But Sterling went 19 of 30, 390 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. We obviously had the fumble. Long of 66 on passing and was sacked 10 times. Rushing wise, once again, I've said this before, and no one's really gotten mad about it in the comments, so I'm guessing most of you understand that in Road to Glory, you pretty much turn into the running back if you're the QB as well. But 26 attempts, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns. I should not have to run that much. My receiver should be able to get open. I should not be able to run near that much. But receiving wise, 4 catches for Quick, 71 yards. Baxter played well, 4 catches, 193 yards and a touchdown. Quick also had a touchdown. Meade 4 for 53, and then the rest, I mean, Westbrook had a couple for 45. Piran had 3 for 1. Mixon had 1 for -3. Just was not a good day. And let me guess, the right tackle. Yep, Drew Samia? I don't really know. He's an 82 overall. Our entire line is pretty mediocre. 82, 84, 82, 87, 83. And notice, I don't really get hit from that left side too often. It just sucks to lose this game. But luckily, if we're going to lose a game, I would rather lose it early in the season. But anyway, let's go ahead and advance to the next week and find out who our opponent is. Okay, so we only dropped to number 8. Still sucks to drop, but we only dropped to 8, so we stay in the top 10. So as long as we can keep winning, we should be in a decent position. But anyway, our next game is against Tulsa. We are actually at Tulsa. And might be a pretty dominating game, hopefully. I mean, last time, I think last time we went down to, like, we had to win it by a field goal, and I committed, like, 7 turnovers. And, of course, the dog only starts whining whenever I'm talking. The entire time where I was advancing weak and I was making no sound, it didn't make a single noise. But anyway, yeah, none of these skill upgrades look real good. Did the loss hurt our Heisman campaign? We did run for over 200 yards. No, it did not hurt our Heisman campaign. It looks like we are still in the lead for that. I still can't believe we lost. That, obviously losing sucks. And 4 turnovers, there's so much more I could have done different. But Notre Dame and Texas lost to UCLA. So I was hoping Texas would stay in the top 5 so we could beat them and hopefully move back into the top 5. But now it looks like it's going to take everyone else losing for us to move up. Obviously, Texas being in the top 10 will still help us as long as they don't lose another game. Anyone else, they only moved up 3 spots after beating us. West Virginia is still ranked, so we'll have to play them at some point. Kansas State is ranked, so we'll play them at some point. And Baylor is ranked, so we will play them at some point. But it looks like everyone that's ranked in the Big 12. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, I apologize. I know we lost, but I still feel like it was an entertaining game. So hopefully all of you guys enjoyed it. Even though that fumble really came at a bad time. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I will talk to you guys next time.